Caroline? Can you be my Caroline? Hey there, Caroline. Won't you be my Caroline? Shout out to Neil Diamond. He always dropping diamonds, classics, amazing, sweet Caroline. Pop, pop, pop.
I'm not a songwriter, I'm not a sex symbol, but I am an entertainer.
I don't want to be a hairdresser, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to...
Craig Brewers is one of the most innovative filmmakers in the industry. He is little known, but believe me, he makes some amazing films. His latest film stars Kate Hudson and Hugh Jackman, and it's called Song Sung Blues. He is also famous for directing Hustle and Flow. In Hustle and Flow, a drug dealer must escape his drug dealing past and start to rap. He decides to stop pimping women and join the hip-hop business. The film is actually the true story of Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre. Before they became famous, they had to pretend to be crack fans, okay? The film stars Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Henson, Paul Giamatti, and other amazing people. A bunch of white boys decide to help him become an underground artist. And once he gets started, that's when his life goes downhill. It's hard out here for a pimp, trying to make a living and it don't make any sense for you to do this ish. Everybody just wanna be star-ish shit. It famously won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. And yeah, it's pretty just goddamn amazing. It also stars Ludacris Bridges as the arrogant person who signed the rapper that is Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is an underground rapper struggling to make it. He makes a mixtape in his basement. When he gives it out to people, nobody want to hear that. They don't want him to break into the game, so what does he do? He spends a lot of money trying to impress the very man who signed him to his record label, yo. But the man is like, I don't know you very well. You're an imposter. Okay. What happens is an altercation happens between the two, and Terrence Howard almost smacked that fool. He's sent to jail, and because of his reputation as a gangster, he now starts to become more and more famous. And just like that, whilst in prison, Terrence Howard's career starts to go up and up. This film is very sad and, controversial, but I loved it, yo. It's really amazing. Hustle and Flow. In 2025, he returned. The filmmaker of Hustle and Flow returned with yet another film about musicians. Legendary blues rock and roll artist Neil Diamond is one of the most amazing singers in the world. In the film Song Sung Blues, it talks about two super fans or stans of Neil Diamond. They started a band and decided to imitate him by singing his songs and adding a few, original lyrics. So they're basically renditions. If you see those Elvis impersonators, well, they're kind of like Elvis impersonators, only Neil Diamond impersonators, okay? Hugh Jackman is famous for playing Wolverine in X-Men. Kate Hudson is famous for films like Skeleton Key, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and other amazing romantic comedies. Well, it is argued that out of all their movies, this film, Song Sung Blues, is probably the very best performances. Hugh Jackman is brilliant, amazing. Kate Hudson is lovely, absolutely lovely. The film kicks off with two impersonators who are always impersonating Elvis, James Brown, Janet Jackson by singing their songs at some karaoke bars. Well, they struggle to make ends meet because honestly, they're not doing so well with these gigs. They decide to form a group called Lightning and Thunder, and like Lightning and Thunder, they strike gold. Everybody starts to love them, yo. They're blowing up, but they're only doing Neil Diamond covers. Once they're trying to do their own original songs, well, nobody loves them. I just want you to do Neil Diamond covers. The truth for the story is, it was like a battle rap competition. They were trying to destroy the real Neil Diamond and prove that they should be hired as the musician that can represent Neil Diamond. The idea of an impersonator is believing that artists are fake. It's just AI, robotics. There's no Neil Diamond. There's no Elvis Presley. I could be Neil Diamond, right? So it's like a form of fandom, but it's also like challenging the actual artist to a battle. They say, you are not the real Neil Diamond. I can do a better impersonation than you. And it really adds to the mythos of artistry. They say Charlie Chaplin once entered a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest and finished third. Well, it's a true story. Would the real Slim Shady please stand up? That's where the idea of the song comes from. Marshall Mathers wrote a song called Who is the Real Slim Shady, or The Real Slim Shady? And he would really get people confused because people were not sure who was Slim Shady. It's like the Batman. Who is the Batman? Are you the Batman? Are you the Neil Diamond? This mythos of an artist, the belief that the artist is a fraud and the person who's the actual artist is someone else, is what keeps people so intrigued. But it's also very frustrating because the real musician or the creative never gets the juice because people always see them as a fraud. It's not the real Slim Shady. That is not the Batman. In The Dark Knight, Christian Bale plays Bruce Wayne, who is Batman. But he has to pretend it's not him, it's actually Harvey Dent, because Harvey Dent was the favorite. Okay. Similar situation happened with Eminem. When he became the real Slim Shady, he had to pretend that he wasn't Slim Shady. It's Jim Carrey who does comedy, okay? Or Eddie Murphy who does comedy. So he was actually questioning the mythos. Who is Slim Shady? The same thing happens in Song Sang Blues. We have Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. They do not believe that Neil Diamond and Dolly Parton are the actual artists. They believe, AI and stuff, or maybe aliens are the ones who are producing music, then pretended that these supermodels like, Dolly Parton, Neil Diamond, Elvis Presley are the ones who will be sent to Earth to impress us, okay? So what they do is now they want to audition to say, I'm gonna be the new Neil Diamond, I'm gonna be the next Dolly Parton, and they form a band called Lightning and Thunder. But this band is cursed from the get-go because these guys can't let go of nostalgia, so they end up being in bar fights with people who don't like their singing. You're using too much AI. No, boo, we want the real Neil Diamond. Kneel before me, for what I have given you is the real Diamond. Hugh Jackman plays a ruffian pretending to be a peace-loving Christian. He's actually very angry, an alcoholic who has been in and out of rehab because he can't stand other people singing much better than he has. He has been singing since about 13, but he never blew up, so his best opportunity is to pretend to be Neil Diamond. They strike gold impersonating Neil Diamond, but it's humiliating because it's not him. Whenever he sings his original songs, nobody likes them. Whenever Kate Hudson sings her original numbers, nobody likes them. Only when she's singing numbers by Dolly Parton, that's when they love them. The film is tragic and has a tragic premise because once you do something that is cursed, well, God doesn't let you get away with it. It's one of the darker films about musicians that you see in 2026. and I absolutely love it. Kate Hudson, I think she was nominated for a Golden Globe. She could be in the running to win an Oscar, and even Hugh Jackman. I mean, he was really jacked man in Wolverine. This one is still jacked, but this time he's cracking jokes, he's laughing, he's an extrovert, unlike the grumpy man who wants to stab you because you were trying to kill mutants, right? I love X-Men, I love Wolverine. I didn't know this side of him. It really impressed me. Song Sang Blue is one of the best films of 2025. There, I said it.
Hey, just to warn you to make it loud.
Dun, 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 dun. Money. Money feels so good. It helps me feel so happy when I have it. Yeah, shout out to Pink Floyd. I'm sorry if I butchered the song. I love that song so much. Is any Pink Floyd fans in the stands? Yeah. Okay. The Italian Job is a very brilliant film about a heist gone wrong. It stars Mark Wahlberg, Mos Def, Charlize Theron, Donald Sutherland, Seth Green, and of course Edward Norton. Edward Norton plays the villain. He double crosses his friends after they steal $35 million worth of gold, man. He kills one of the head henchmen and gets away with the gold after trying to kill his friends. Well, the assassination attempt was a total fail. Mark Wahlberg gets away and decides to get revenge against his bank robbing friend who robbed them. There is no honor among his thieves, right? Who are you gonna tell? You gonna tell the cops that my friend who's a robber robbed me. We stole $35 million worth of gold and then he robbed us, and now we don't know what to do. We're gonna put you in jail for that, and then we're gonna steal the $35 million worth of gold for ourselves because we're crooked cops. What can we do? Harvey Dents everywhere. Okay. Oh, the true story is Mark Wahlberg and his friends, as superheroes pretending to be bank robbers. This is like one of the very first versions of Now You See Me, Now You Don't, right? So they were stealing the gold and then giving it back to the government because evil corporations owe the government a lot of gold that they had taken from some African countries illegally, that kind of thing. So Mark Wahlberg and his friends have to pretend to be villains who are stealing gold. Initially, the plan was to rob a bank in Italy. Donald Sutherland was in charge of everything, and everything goes so well. It goes well until Edward Norton decides, I'm gonna double cross you guys. Also, Jason Statham was also in the film, with his usual British swagger. I can't believe this guy double crossed us. What? Can you speak up? I can't speak up. I'm British. I'm not American. Not giving a lot of lines in his films. Anyway, so Edward Norton double crosses everyone, steals the gold, and leaves. Ha ha ha! I'm smarter than you think. But now they're left for dead. But they come back to life. They did actually die, but God was like, no, you guys are superheroes. I gotta bring you back to life. So he brings them back to life and then sends them on a mission that seems like Suicide Squad. Because Edward Norton has got like a lot of henchmen. He's, Lex Luthor. He's the chosen one for the evil corporations, and they decided that, you know what, I don't want your friends to have the gold. You should have all the gold. So he double crossed his friends. But now he has no friends, and they all want vengeance. They start plotting and scheming a way to get in and to steal the gold back from him. The Italian Job is one of my favorite films from the early 2000s because of the Mini Coopers, man. Driving through tunnels with the Mini Coopers, running away with the gold. Well, there's symbolism in everything. Those Mini Coopers represented getaway cars that can become invisible to the naked eye and enter different dimensions. These guys are magicians. They don't just steal the gold, but they steal the gold really quickly and then run away in these Mini Coopers that can disappear. We also saw them in Austin Powers. Same idea. The movie Play Dirty from 2025, starring Mark Wahlberg yet again. and also featuring Lakeith Stanfield, was a reboot of The Italian Job. You know, the same events happened, but to different people. Well, it's still the same Mark Wahlberg character. People keep trying to double cross him, but they don't realize he's a superhero, my friends. You can't double cross him. He ain't gonna die. He gonna keep coming back until he takes you out. Okay, I love The Italian Jobs, but arguably maybe Play Dirty is even better. You gotta watch these movies. Both of them are a total blast. Smash at the box office. Action plus beautiful women. Charlize Theron. Oh my god. Yes.
You put a bullet into my arm. You killed him again?
Last time, I promise. Here.
Oh, you're such a gentleman. Thank you. No, thank you.
What's the score?
We're gonna rob an entire country. Sunken treasure, Parker. Worth $1 billion.
The Argentero was an ordinary ship. Her story is stuff of legends. 15th century Spain.
Skip it. No story. Just tell him about the plan.
I want to know the story.
There's treasure. It'll be in New York tomorrow. That's plenty.
I don't trust you.
We're bringing in our own people.
Where did Parker get this baby gap?
So this is the crack team taking on the mafia, a billionaire, and an army?
Shouldn't be a problem.
But he said it should be a problem?
Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, should not?
Yeah, should
Okay,
not.
great.
You can't take down an entire organization. I got an army.
-2 last time I checked.
Nice shot.
That was close, huh? Sure was.
Let's go.
Psycho, take a beat.
You ever think maybe you just like stealing?
Oh, only with you, my friend. Merry Christmas, Parker.
Merry Christmas, Schofield.
Wait, state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form.